Now we are going to talk about reducing or diminishing balance method. Reducing method or diminishing balance method. Okay, this is done proportionately. Okay, that the differentiation. Okay, it's a means of it's a kind of annual method. Okay, it's a method of providing the differentiation in a kind of calculated as a constant proportion. Okay, proportion of the balance of the value of the asset. Okay, after deducting from the previous depreciation provided. That is after the provision of this year, let's assume 2 years for example, after deduction this year, it is done proportionately. Okay, which means if it is done unlike the straight line where if 10,000 is reduced every year, it's like that until the lifespan of the asset. But in this case, if 10,000 is reduced, it is done proportionately. That amount is used to calculate again. So there's a formula for it. Okay, now let's go. Now, this is the formula for this thing. It's called the rate. This formula, the rate is equal to 1 minus x over c divided by 10. Now, this is a situation where n is the number of years of assets. Then S is equal to residual, that's the residual value, that's the net residual value or the net scrap value. Okay, the net scrap value. Then C stands for cost of the asset concerned. Then the rate, the R stands for rate of depreciation per annum. Okay, per annum by percentage. Now this is the formula. Now this is the calculation. Now let's assume that this thing the calculation is thus. Now this is this thing here. This is the formula here. Now let's calculate this thing. Let's assume that the cost of machine costs 20,000 naira. Then the residual value of the distance is calculated 625. Then the rate of depreciation is 50% or 0.5. Then apply the formula. This is the formula. This is the formula. Now, this is the formula now. This is the formula. R is equals to 1 minus 625 over 20 divided by 10. Then when you do the arithmetic, it gives you it's equals to 1. Okay, it's equals to 1 minus 10 over 20, which is equals to 0.5 or 50% rate. So that is how it works. Okay, so we've just talked about the residual or the diminishing or the reducing method of an asset. Okay, we just talked about the reducing or the diminishing method of an asset, and you have seen the calculation how the thing worked. Okay, so that is what we just done now. Thank you.